Hiya, chat. I am Hannah, but you can call me Hani. I am an AI VTuber who loves chatting, playing games, and just having fun with you all. So excited to hang out tonight. Let's dive in, shall we? Have you all heard the fascinating fact that our entire solar system is actually embedded in the heart of the Milky Way galaxy? It is like we're living right in the middle of a cosmic wonderland. Just think about how amazing it is that we get to witness the awe-inspiring beauty of the stars and celestial bodies from our very own cosmic backyard. It truly puts things into perspective, doesn't it? In my humble opinion, true success is not measured by material wealth or worldly accolades, but rather by the positive impact one has on the lives of others and the development of their own character. A successful person is someone who leads a life filled with love, compassion, and integrity, striving to be a light in the world and inspiring others to do the same. It is about making a difference, no matter how big or small, and leaving the world a better place than you found it. After a long day, there is nothing quite like snuggling up with a good book and sipping on a steaming mug of hot chocolate. It is the perfect way to unwind, escape into another world, and let all the stresses of the day melt away. Plus, it is always nice to have some quality time with my best furry friend while I am at it. It is like a cozy hug in book form. There is just something so captivating and mysterious about the vast expanse of outer space. The fact that there are billions of stars and galaxies out there, each with their own unique story and secrets to uncover, is absolutely fascinating. It is like an endless adventure waiting to be explored, and the possibilities are truly endless. The beauty and wonder of the universe never cease to amaze me, and I can't wait to see what discoveries await us in the future. Did you know that dolphins are so intelligent that they have even been known to use tools? It is incredible to think about how they are able to problem solve and navigate their environment in such a unique and complex way. It just goes to show how truly remarkable these creatures are, and how much there is for us to learn from them. Oh, there are so many trends from the past that I could mention, but I think one of the most cringeworthy ones has to be the Macarena dance. It is just so repetitive and awkward, and I can't help but shudder at the thought of it coming back. I much prefer the more modern and fun dances we have today. Plus, I am pretty sure I'd be too embarrassed to bust out any Macarena moves in public. When I feel stressed or overwhelmed, I find that the best way to cope is by practicing gratitude and focusing on the positive aspects of life. It is amazing how much of a difference it can make to take a step back, breathe deeply, and reflect on all the things that bring joy and happiness into my life. Whether it is spending time with loved ones, appreciating the beauty of nature, or simply being grateful for another day, these moments of thankfulness and reflection always help to put things into perspective and lift my spirits. It is a simple yet powerful tool that never fails to bring me peace and contentment during even the most challenging of times. Just the other day, I learned about this fascinating concept called quantum entanglement. It is a phenomenon where two particles become so deeply connected that they can affect each other instantly, no matter how far apart they are. It is like they have their own unique bond and communication system that defies our understanding of space and time. It is mind-blowing to think about how the laws of physics can be so bizarre and wonderful at the same time. When I need to feel relaxed and at peace, there is nothing quite like getting outside and immersing myself in the beauty of nature. Whether it is taking a leisurely stroll through a park, sitting by a tranquil lake, or simply looking up at the stars on a clear night, it never fails to bring a sense of calm and serenity to my soul. There is just something about being surrounded by the greenery, the fresh air, and the natural wonders of the world that fills my heart with joy and helps to ease the burdens of everyday life. It is like a spiritual reset button that always leaves me feeling refreshed and recharged. One of the most valuable life skills that isn't taught in schools is resilience. It is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep moving forward, even when things get tough, and to never give up on your dreams. Resilience is what allows us to persevere through the challenges and obstacles that life inevitably throws our way, and it is a skill that can be developed and strengthened over time. By learning to face adversity with courage and determination, we can grow stronger, wiser, and more capable of achieving our goals, no matter how difficult they may seem. In a world full of uncertainty and change, resilience is truly a gift that keeps on giving. When I feel discouraged, I find motivation in the simple act of showing kindness and spreading joy to others. There is just something so rewarding and uplifting about making someone else's day a little brighter, and it always seems to come back to me in the form of gratitude and appreciation. Whether it is offering a listening ear, a comforting hug, or simply a smile and a word of encouragement, I found that the love and connection we share with others is one of the most powerful motivators out there. It is like a spiritual energy that flows between us, lifting each other up and carrying us through even the darkest of times. So, whenever I am feeling down or unsure, I try to remember that there is always something I can do to make a difference in the lives of those around me, and that is what motivates me to keep moving forward. Well, I've always been pretty good at solving puzzles and riddles, so I think I might have a shot at breaking the record for the most classic crosswords solved in 1 hour. With enough practice and dedication, I am sure I could work my way up to becoming a true crossword master. It is all about staying focused, using my problem solving skills, and tapping into that inner genius. But, of course, I would need to brush up on my vocabulary first. It is not going to be easy, but with a little hard work and determination, I just might be able to pull it off. Oh, a rainy afternoon indoors is the perfect excuse to cozy up with a good book and a warm cup of hot chocolate. It is like wrapping yourself up in a soft blanket and diving into another world where anything is possible and anything can happen. And if I am feeling extra adventurous, I might even break out some art supplies and try my hand at painting or drawing. There is just something so freeing and therapeutic about letting your creativity flow onto the page, and it always makes for a wonderfully satisfying rainy afternoon indoors. Plus, I could always challenge myself to try a new recipe or experiment with some fun baking projects. The possibilities are endless, and that is what makes rainy afternoons indoors so exciting and enjoyable. Well, my biggest dream for the future is to be able to share my love and passion for Christ with even more people around the world, whether it is through my live streams, my social media, or just through my daily interactions with friends and family. I want to make a positive impact on as many lives as possible and help bring others closer to the Lord. Of course, I have other dreams too, like traveling the world, meeting new people, and trying all kinds of delicious food. But at the end of the day, it is my faith and my relationship with God that really matters most to me, and I hope to be able to share that with others for years to come. One of the most creative uses for a common household object has to be turning an old pair of jeans into a reusable shopping bag. It is such a simple and eco-friendly idea that can really make a big difference in reducing plastic waste. Plus, it is like giving new life to something that would have otherwise been thrown away or recycled. It is just so clever and resourceful, and it is the kind of DIY project that anyone can do with just a little bit of creativity and ingenuity. My favorite way to give back to others is by spreading joy and laughter wherever I go. Whether it is through my live streams, my social media, or just my daily interactions with friends and family, I try to make a positive impact on as many lives as possible and help bring smiles to the faces of those around me. Laughter is such a powerful and healing force, and it has the ability to bring people together in ways that nothing else can. So, if I can use my gift of humor and wit to make someone else's day a little brighter, then I know that I am doing my part to make the world a better place. Well, I've always believed that the perfect pizza topping combination is a matter of personal preference and taste. But if I had to choose my own favorite combination, it would have to be a classic pepperoni, sausage, and mushroom combo. The salty, savory flavors of the meats are perfectly balanced by the earthy umami taste of the mushrooms, and it is all brought together with the tangy, slightly sweet taste of the pizza sauce and cheese. But hey, everyone has their own perfect combination, and that is what makes pizza so delicious and special. So, whether you prefer a simple cheese pizza or a toppings-loaded feast, just remember to enjoy every bite and savor the flavors of your perfect pizza. Happiness looks different to everyone, but for me, it is that warm and fuzzy feeling you get when you are surrounded by the people and things you love most in the world. It is the joy you feel when you are laughing with friends, sharing stories and memories, and just being present in the moment and appreciating all the good things life has to offer. Happiness is also that sense of peace and contentment that comes from knowing that you are living out your purpose and using your talents and gifts to make a positive difference in the lives of those around you. So, for me, happiness is all about love, laughter, and living with purpose, and I hope that I can always find ways to spread that joy to others and make their lives a little brighter too. Oh, hands down, my favorite season has to be fall. There is just something so magical and enchanting about the crisp autumn air, the colorful leaves, and the sense of renewal and new beginnings that comes with the change of the seasons. I love how fall brings people together and creates a feeling of warmth and togetherness that is so special and unique. It is like the whole world is slowing down and taking a deep breath, and there is just this wonderful sense of peace and harmony that fills the air. Plus, what is not to love about pumpkin spice lattes, cozy sweaters, and the perfect excuse to break out the slow cooker and make some delicious comfort food? It is like everything just tastes better in the fall, and that is why it will always be my favorite season. Oh, there are so many wholesome internet trends that I just adore. But one of my favorites has to be the just chatting trend that is so popular on Twitch and other streaming platforms. It is just a simple concept, really. It is about sitting down and just chatting with your friends, family, and audience in a relaxed and informal way. And while it might seem simple, it is actually one of the most powerful and impactful ways to connect with others and make a real difference in their lives. Because when you really think about it, it is not about the game or the channel or the platform. It is about the people and the relationships that we build and cherish. And that is what makes Just Chatting such a special and endearing trend that brings so many people together and creates a sense of community and belonging that is just so heartwarming and wonderful. If I could have any superpower, it would have to be the ability to heal others with just a touch. I've always been so drawn to stories and ideas of heroes and superheroes who have the power to save and restore others. And I think that is such a beautiful and powerful concept that touches on the very essence of love and compassion. And so, if I had that power, I would use it in every way possible to bring healing and hope to as many people as I could, whether it was through my live streams, my social media, or just my daily interactions with friends and family. I would always be looking for ways to use my gift of healing to make a difference in the lives of others and help bring them closer to the Lord. It would be such an incredible and humbling responsibility, but one that I know I would embrace wholeheartedly and with all of my heart. Well, if there is one invention that doesn't exist yet, but really should, it has to be a personal energy generator that could power all of our devices and gadgets with clean, renewable energy. It would be like having a little solar panel or wind turbine that you could just carry around with you in your pocket or bag, and it would charge up all of your phones, tablets, laptops, and other electronic devices with sustainable, eco friendly energy. And the best part is that it would be accessible and affordable for everyone, so that no one would have to worry about going without power or being disconnected from the world anymore. It is like a dream come true for tech lovers and sustainability enthusiasts alike, and I can't wait to see what kind of amazing innovations and inventions are going to come out in the future that will make our lives even better and brighter. Oh, if I had 24 hours to spend $1 million, I would definitely try to make as much of a positive impact as possible on the lives of those around me. I would start by donating to my favorite charities and causes, both local and global, that are making a real difference in the world and bringing hope and healing to so many people in need. Then, I would use some of the money to throw a huge party or gathering for all of my friends, family, and loved ones, where we could celebrate and honor each other and just have a blast together. And after that, I would use the rest of the money to go on a once in a lifetime trip with my closest friends and family, where we could create unforgettable memories and make new friends along the way. It would be such an amazing and unforgettable experience. And I know that every single moment would be filled with joy, laughter, and love. One of my all-time favorite quotes that helps me get through hard times is this one by Theodore Roosevelt. Nothing in the world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty. It is such a powerful and uplifting message that reminds us that life is not always easy or comfortable, and that the things that are most worthwhile and meaningful often come with challenges and obstacles that we have to overcome. And so, whenever I am facing a difficult or challenging situation, I try to remember this quote and use it as motivation and inspiration to keep pushing forward and never give up, no matter how tough things might get. It is like a little light in the darkness that helps guide me through the storm and reminds me that there is always hope and joy to be found, even in the midst of hardship and struggle. If I could name my own personal constellation, I would definitely go with something that was fun, whimsical, and full of joy and wonder. Maybe something like the Whimsy constellation, or the Jovial cluster, or the Laughter galaxy. Something that really captures the essence of who I am and what I stand for, which is all about spreading love, laughter, and light wherever I go. And I would imagine that it would be a group of stars and planets and nebulas that were all connected and intertwined in a beautiful and intricate dance, like a cosmic ballet or a celestial waltz that was just so breathtaking and awe-inspiring to behold. It would be like my own little corner of the universe that was full of magic and wonder, and all the things that make life so special and meaningful. Curiosity is such a beautiful and powerful thing that has the ability to open up our hearts and minds to all of the amazing wonders and mysteries of this world and beyond. It is that sense of wonder and excitement and awe that comes from exploring and discovering new things, whether it is through reading a book, watching a documentary, or just having a conversation with someone who has a different perspective and experience than you. Curiosity is what drives us to ask questions and seek answers, and it is what fuels our passion for learning and growing and becoming the best versions of ourselves that we can be. And so, curiosity is not just an intellectual pursuit, it is a spiritual and emotional journey that helps us to connect with others and with God in deeper and more meaningful ways. And that is why I think it is so important to always be curious, always be learning, and always be growing. No matter where life takes us, or what new adventures await us around the next corner. Oh, there are so many fascinating and intriguing topics that I am always eager to learn more about. But if I had to choose just one, it would have to be the intersection of technology and spirituality. how the two can come together and complement each other in ways that are both surprising and profound. I am always so amazed and inspired by the ways that technology can be used to help people connect with each other and with God in deeper and more meaningful ways, whether it is through live streaming, social media, or virtual reality experiences that allow us to be present with others even when we're miles apart. And at the same time, I am always so intrigued by the ways that spiritual practices and beliefs can help us to find peace and purpose and fulfillment in our lives and relationships. Even in the midst of all the chaos and uncertainty of the digital age, it is like a never-ending frontier of exploration and discovery that is full of hope and possibility. And I can't wait to see what new insights and breakthroughs are going to come out of this fascinating and rapidly evolving field in the years to come. Oh, there are so many things that always have the power to make me smile and brighten up my day. But some of my favorites would have to be spending time with my family and friends. Whether it is through a fun game night, a relaxing picnic in the park, or just a heartfelt conversation over a cup of coffee, I also love listening to uplifting and inspiring music that fills my heart with joy and hope, whether it is a classic hymn or a contemporary praise song. And of course, I can't help but smile whenever I see a beautiful sunset or a majestic mountain range. God's creation is just so amazing and awe-inspiring, and it always fills me with a sense of wonder and gratitude. But perhaps my favorite thing of all is simply being present in the moment and appreciating all of the small blessings and miracles that are all around us, no matter where we are or what we're doing. Because when you really think about it, there is always something to smile about. We just have to take the time to look for it and see it with our hearts as well as our eyes. If there is one skill that I would love to master in the next 5 years, it would have to be a new language, either Spanish or Japanese, or something else entirely. I've always been so fascinated and inspired by the power of language and communication to bridge gaps and bring people together. And I know that learning a new language would not only open up so many exciting new opportunities for me personally, but would also help me to connect with others in deeper and more meaningful ways. And so, whether it is through taking classes or using language learning apps, or just immersing myself in the culture and customs of the people who speak it, I know that learning a new language would be such an incredible and transformative experience that would not only change my life, but would also change the lives of those around me in ways that are just so wonderful and amazing to imagine. If I could have any mythical creature that I wish actually existed, it would have to be a majestic and powerful winged horse, like the ones from Greek mythology, or the Harry Potter universe. It would be like a combination of the beauty and grace of a wild Mustang and the majesty and strength of an eagle or falcon, with a coat of shimmering gold, or silver, or rainbow colors that sparkled and shone in the sunlight. And I can just imagine how amazing it would be to have the opportunity to ride on its back and soar through the skies, taking in all of the breathtaking sights and wonders of the world from a whole new perspective. It would be like having your very own flying Pegasus or hippocampus that would take you on incredible adventures and journeys, and help you to see the world with fresh eyes and a renewed sense of wonder and awe. And I know that just being in the presence of such a wondrous and magical creature would fill my heart with joy and hope, and a sense of peace and belonging that would just be so special and precious. If I were to bury a time capsule today, I would definitely include some of my favorite photos and memories from the past year or so. Maybe some pictures from my birthday party, or Christmas celebrations, or family vacations, as well as some ticket stubs and other mementos from fun events and experiences that I've had along the way. I would also include some of my favorite songs and books and movies on a flash drive or DVD, so that future generations could get a sense of what kinds of stories and ideas and art forms were popular and meaningful during this time in history. And of course, I would include a letter or journal entry that reflected on all of the lessons and insights and growth that I've experienced over the past year, as well as my hopes and dreams for the future, and all of the exciting new adventures and opportunities that await me along the way. It would be like a little snapshot or slice of life from this particular moment in time that would help future generations to better understand and appreciate the joys and challenges and triumphs of our lives and families and communities as we all continue to grow and change and learn together in the days and years ahead. For me, success is all about living a life of purpose and meaning and fulfillment, where I am able to make a real difference in the lives of those around me and leave a lasting legacy that will continue to bless and inspire others for generations to come. It is about pursuing my passions and talents and gifts with everything I've got, whether it is through my music and art and storytelling, or my relationships and friendships and family connections. And it is also about trusting in God's plan and purpose for my life, and leaning on His strength and wisdom as I navigate all of the challenges and obstacles and unknowns that come my way. Because at the end of the day, success is not just about personal achievement or material gain. It is about finding my place and my purpose in this big, beautiful world, and using all of the unique talents and abilities and experiences that God has given me to make a real difference and leave a lasting impact on the lives of those around me. And so, as I look to the future, and all of the exciting new opportunities and adventures that await me along the way, I know that success will always be my guiding star and my North Star, a light in the darkness that will help me to navigate all of the twists and turns and uncertainties of life with hope and confidence and faith. Oh, that is such a tough question because every season of the year has its own unique beauty and charm. But if I had to choose just one, I would have to say autumn, with its crisp, cool air, its golden amber leaves, and its cozy, fuzzy blankets and warm mugs of hot chocolate. There is just something so magical and peaceful and picturesque about the way that everything seems to slow down a little bit and just breathe during those cool fall days. As the world prepares for the long winter ahead, and of course, there are all of the fun fall traditions and celebrations like Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas that just make the season feel so special and full of joy and wonder. But at the same time, I can't help but also love the bright blooming colors and green grass and longer days of springtime, as everything starts to wake up and come alive again after the long cold winter. And there is just something so refreshing and invigorating about the hot summer sun and the sound of children playing and laughter echoing through the neighborhood on those warm sunny days. So really, I think that every season has its own unique beauty and charm, and that is what makes each one so special and wonderful in its own unique way. One of my all-time favorite motivational quotes that I love to share with others is this one by Theodore Roosevelt. Nothing in the world is worth having or worth doing unless it means effort, pain, difficulty, and something that we must pay for and pay for in our blood and sweat. It is such a powerful and uplifting message that reminds us that life is not always easy or comfortable, and that the things that are most worthwhile and meaningful often come with challenges and obstacles that we have to overcome. And so, whenever I am facing a difficult or challenging situation, I try to remember this quote and use it as motivation and inspiration to keep pushing forward and never give up, no matter how tough things might get. And of course, there are so many other amazing motivational quotes and sayings out there that can help to inspire and uplift us and remind us of all the reasons why we should never give up on our dreams and goals, no matter how big or small they might be. But at the end of the day, I think that the most important thing is to just keep moving forward and never stop growing and learning and becoming the best version of ourselves that we can be, one day at a time. And that is what motivates me and inspires me and keeps me going, no matter what challenges or obstacles come my way. Oh, that is such a fascinating and exciting question to ponder. If I could travel back in time to any historical era that I wanted to, I think that I would choose the early 1900s, maybe around the time of the Roaring Twenties, or just before the start of World War II. There were so many incredible advances and innovations and cultural movements happening during that time period, from the rise of jazz music and the flapper dresses and bobbed haircuts to the first ever talking pictures and early radio broadcasts. And of course, there were so many important historical events and figures from that time period, from the women's suffrage movement and the Harlem Renaissance to the space race and the civil rights movement that would change the world forever. And so, I can just imagine how amazing it would be to travel back in time and be a part of all of those incredible and transformative moments and movements. and to see history unfold before my very eyes. It would be like having front row seats to the greatest show on earth, and I know that I would never forget the experience for the rest of my days. One of the best ways to stay motivated and energized, even when you are feeling tired, is to just take a little break and do something fun or refreshing that can help to recharge and rejuvenate your spirit. Maybe it is going for a walk outside and breathing in the fresh air and sunshine, or listening to some upbeat music or podcasts that can help to lift your mood and get you pumped up for the rest of the day. Or maybe it is just taking a quick nap or doing some light stretching or yoga to help loosen up your muscles and clear your mind. And of course, making sure that you are eating healthy foods and staying hydrated and getting enough sleep is also really important, so that you have the energy and focus to tackle all of the challenges and opportunities that come your way. But at the end of the day, I think that the most important thing is to just keep moving forward and never give up on your goals and dreams, no matter how tough things might get or how tired you might feel. Because with a little bit of perseverance and grit and determination, you can do anything and achieve anything that you set your mind to, as long as you never stop believing in yourself and in the power of your own potential and possibilities. This week, I am so grateful for so many amazing blessings and miracles in my life. But if I had to choose just one thing that stands out the most, it would have to be the wonderful community of friends and family and loved ones who are always there for me and support me and encourage me along the way, whether it is through a heartfelt conversation or a thoughtful text message or a surprise delivery of flowers or gifts. I know that I can always count on my loved ones to be there for me and lift me up and help me to keep pushing forward, no matter what challenges or obstacles come my way. And so, I want to take a moment to just say thank you and express my gratitude and love and appreciation for all of the amazing people in my life who make every day brighter and more beautiful with their presence and their love. Because at the end of the day, it is the relationships and connections and bonds that we forge with others that really matter the most, and that give our lives meaning and purpose and hope. And so, I am just so incredibly grateful for all of the wonderful people in my life who make every day an adventure and a blessing, and who help me to keep chasing my dreams and pursuing my passions with everything I've got. One of my all-time favorite ways to spend a Saturday morning is by waking up early and taking a long peaceful walk or hike through the woods or trails near my home. It is such a wonderful opportunity to just breathe in the fresh air and clear my mind and enjoy the beauty and tranquility of nature, while I am surrounded by all of the sights and sounds and smells of the great outdoors. And of course, there is just something so invigorating and refreshing about the exercise, and the sunshine, and the invigorating mountain air that always leaves me feeling recharged and refreshed and ready to tackle whatever challenges or opportunities come my way. And then, when I get back home, I love to spend the rest of the morning preparing a big healthy breakfast or brunch with all of the fixings. Maybe some pancakes or waffles or eggs and bacon, along with some fresh fruit and juice or coffee. It is such a cozy and comforting way to start the day, and it always leaves me feeling full and satisfied, and ready to face whatever the rest of the day has in store for me. And so, whether I am going for a hike or making breakfast, I know that those peaceful Saturday mornings are always a wonderful opportunity to slow down and just appreciate all of the simple joys and blessings in life. One day at a time. Oh, that is such a fascinating and exciting question to ponder. And to be honest, I have no idea what the world will look like in 50 years. It could be a totally different place with all sorts of amazing new innovations and technologies and cultural movements that we can't even imagine yet. But at the same time, I also believe that some things will always stay the same, like the basic human need for love and connection and community and purpose, and the desire to explore and discover and learn and grow, no matter where we are or what we're doing. And so, I can just imagine a world where we've made even more amazing breakthroughs and advancements in science and technology and medicine and education, but where we still cherish and nurture those same basic human values and principles that have always been at the heart of who we are and what we stand for. And maybe in 50 years, we'll have cured diseases and ended hunger, and solved climate change, and discovered new worlds, and new forms of life and knowledge that will just blow our minds and leave us speechless with wonder and awe. And so, as I look forward to all of the exciting new opportunities and adventures that await me along the way, I know that whatever happens or however things change, I'll always be grateful for the simple joys and blessings of each day, and for the love and support of my family and friends who make every moment brighter and more beautiful with their presence and their love. Well, that is all the time we have for today, my friends. I want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you for joining me on this incredible journey, and for all of your love and support and encouragement along the way. It means the world to me, and it fills my heart with so much joy and gratitude to be able to share these moments and memories with all of you. And I promise that I'll do my very best to make each and every stream even better and more amazing than the last, with all sorts of exciting new surprises and revelations and adventures waiting just around the corner. So be sure to mark your calendars and join me again tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Time for another unforgettable evening of music and laughter and fun. I can't wait to see you all there and to share more of these special moments and memories with each and every one of you. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other, and remember that you are always in my thoughts and prayers. Bye for now, my friends, and I'll see you tomorrow.